Today's video is all about a budget streaming and gaming setup. So let's roll the intro and let's get right into the video. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. First of all, thank you so much for being here. You guys are awesome, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day, but let's get right into it. So I'm running a single stream and gaming setup. That means I only have one PC that does both. And I will show you a little bit more about my PC in a little bit, but before we get started, I just wanted to remind you that a budget is a flexible term. It can mean something different for every single one of you out there. So what might be a budget streaming setup for me might not be within your price range, and you would want to go even cheaper. And just keep that in mind before you roast me in the comments. There's always a cheaper option. This is not the cheapest option out there, but I think it's a really budget friendly option. So let's get right into the video. So really quick to my PC. This is not a PC that I built myself. I did buy this PC from iBuyPower, so I was able to configure it myself, but I did not build it myself. I'm not an expert on PCs, my first gaming PC ever, that's why I didn't feel comfortable of putting it together, and I just wanted to have something done. The prices iBuyPower charged was within reason for me, and that's why I went with them. So really quick, just a couple of key points here. For the processor, we have an AMD Ryzen 7 3800X processor, that's my CPU, and then for the motherboard, we have an MSI X570 Gaming Plus. And the last thing that's probably important is the GPU, which is an RTX 260 Super, which is an NVIDIA graphics. Last but not least, I just want to show you the hardware that I use in my everyday streaming setup, and for that I have Amazon pulled up here. So for the webcam, as you can see, I am using the Logitech C920. I think it's a really good starter model to get into streaming. I just want to say you do not have to buy the C920, you do not have to buy any webcam at all. I am saying you do need a face cam, but you don't need a webcam for that. You can use your phone. There are apps out there. I think it's a Vivo cam for Android and for Apple as well, that you can use where it just connects your phone with your computer and via your network, and then you can, within OBS, you can pull that video capture device in, and then you can use your phone as a webcam. For everyone that doesn't have a second monitor, you will not be able to use your phone for anything else besides that. So if you're planning on having your chat displayed, yeah, you're kind of out of luck. But it is an option. It can do the microphone as well, so you do not need to invest in a microphone right away. If you just want to try and see if streaming is even your thing, I would recommend put up your phone and just try it. If you can even talk to yourself and sit down for about 3 hours, 4 hours at a time and try and be an entertainer instead of a gamer, right? We discussed that in the last video, but that's my 2 cents to that. So I'm using the Logitech C920. As of today, where I'm shooting this video, so March 10th, the Logitech C920 runs at about $68. For my microphone, as you probably already have seen, I'm using the Blue Snowball, which literally just looks like a snowball and says blue on the front. I think it's a really nice sound. It gives it a clean sound, and it's definitely an upgrade to if you use your headset or even your phone. As of right now, the Blue Snowball runs at about $50 if you include shipping and you include taxes. The one piece of advice that I do recommend with your microphone is a microphone stand, and that is something I have recently added to my stream. And pretty much what it does is it brings the microphone closer to your mouth. So I had my microphone set on my computer before, on my desk before, and it picked up like the keyboard noises, my mouse noises, and everything else. But now that I'm able to use the microphone right next to my mouth, I can move it around wherever I like it. It gives it just a cleaner sound, and it doesn't pick up so much background noise. So that's something I would definitely recommend you can add. I bought this for $20. It was not on sale, but I think it is something that could be worth it. We all need some good RGB. There can never be too much RGB. I went with the Logitech G213 gaming keyboard, and I have had that for about 4 years now. So this is a really good keyboard. It lasted me a long time. and it has everything you need. It is a standard keyboard. You can change your lighting in it however you want. It doesn't have any fancy buttons, but it gets the job done. It looks nice. It is sturdy. There you go. What more can you need? For the mouse, I am just using the standard mouse that came with the computer. Again, if you have a computer or you buy a computer, it will come with a mouse and a keyboard, so you might not even need to invest in any of that from the start. But later on, it is probably good to have a good sized mouse and a comfortable keyboard. I am still working on the mouse part. Last but not least, we have the monitors. I bought this monitor for about $160. It was a little bit more on sale, but this is it. This is the Spectre 144Hz monitor, 24 inches. It gets the job done, and that's all I need. I use this only and solely for gaming. For anything else, I'm using my second monitor where the webcam is mounted on, for OBS, for my overlays, for my notifications, for my music. Everything else runs on my second monitor. And my second monitor is just a 60 Hertz. This one, oh, that is actually the wrong model. It is a 60 Hertz that I have, not the 75 Hertz. It is overclockable to 75 Hertz, but it gets a little iffy sometimes. And I picked it up at Walmart actually at the time for about $60. That was also about 4 years ago, so the prices might have changed. But it is a good monitor if you just need it to put your stuff on while you're playing games so that you can pay attention to chat and whatnot. So all in all, it is a pretty decent setup, but I think it is, if you compare what you get for the price that you pay, I think it is totally worth it. I did not include the computer in my budget setup. There's always cheaper options for a computer. There are great YouTubers out there that make $300, $500, $700 streaming and gaming builds that you can check out. Just type it in YouTube, you will be able to find something. I configured this myself and I spent about $1,400 on it, so it was not a completely cheap build. Other than that, that is my setup. I hope you guys liked it. The last piece of software that I'm using is Streamlabs OBS. I find that Streamlabs OBS is a little bit more user-friendly than OBS itself, and it just comes with the same perks. This is completely for free. I did buy an overlay. Again, nothing is sponsored here, but I bought the overlay from owned.tv. If you guys want to check him out, I believe Alpha Gaming has a pretty decent code on that. And that is it. That is all you need to get started on streaming. And like I said, you can make it cheaper, but I probably wouldn't recommend to go a lot cheaper. Try it with your phone, but you will be better off investing in a webcam that is actually stable and you can mount to your computer wherever you need it. This is it from me, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I hope you enjoyed this little insight into my streaming setup. For everyone on stream that has been asking what this green thing in the background, sorry, right there is, that is actually a plant lamp, not a fish tank. All right, you guys have a good day and I will see you next time.